Look, they're just shredding all the stuff up. Okay, okay. I know we said to repeat forever, but that should be enough. We're not robots. We did it. We did it. Oh, look, we came in under the speed challenge. We got it. We got the speed challenge on that one. Nice. Reverse line.
You're doing great, Dad!
Oh my god.
I'm also not sure if you remember, but in Dat Zemo's Chic I changed my name on Twitch, haha.
I remember. Thanks so much, Dat Emo Chick. So wait, hang on a second. You changed your name from Dat X Emo X Chick to Druid Crow 97. I think I preferred your original name, honestly, but if Druid Crow 97 works for you, then that's cool too. Yeah? No? Thanks, Dad. Okay, thanks. Don't forget you can take and give and step diagonally. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I gotta remember the diagonal steps. That's true, right? Anyway, thanks so much, Dat Emo Chick, or formerly Dat Emo Chick, now Druid Crow 97. Thanks so much. Oh my god, not this game again? That's right, baby. What is this? These data cubes appear to be backwards. What? Yes, I know what you're thinking. It's not just because I'm looking at them from up here. Yes, please reverse this line of cubes. Reverse the line of data cubes and place the result back on the floor in the same location between the two holes. Oh my god. So we have to reverse this whole line back in the space. So if everybody picks up their cube to start with, right? So we're going to pick up our cubes to start with, right? And then we have to shuffle everybody back over. So this guy here has to make his way over here, and everybody else has to sort of follow suit as well. We have to like shuffle them all up. How the hell are we gonna shuffle them all up? Do we have to do like a crazy like snake or something? Wait, will a snake even work? I guess the way that we want to do it is we want them to all move down one as well. So we'll have them step down one all together. Do we want them to step down all together? Yeah, I suppose we do, because then we can say like, because then if they step down, we have the holes on either side. We might be able to say, to start moving them that way. So we can say like, if to the left of you is a hole, then we say step down. And then if to the right of you is nothing, step forward, right? Else, drop. No, we don't want to. We don't want to drop. You can't directionally drop. So you can pick up directionally, but you can't drop it directionally. That's kind of weird. So okay, so he gets there, he goes down here, and he keeps going. So we'll have to loop this as well. So we say like step, and then if it equals a hole, and then we want this in here actually. We want this like here, right? We step down, and then we just keep checking like that. So hang on a second. So he's gonna work his way over to here. Yeah, good. And then he has to step up when he gets to the end. So we have to check to see if there's like a wall or a person when he steps over there. So if to left of you is a wall, or if to the left of you is a worker, then we want you to step up, drop, and end, right? Here he comes. He's checking. Oh, hang on. She's going to be in the way, though. We have to get these guys stepping as well. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's one guy doing it for now. Okay, so the people who are stepping... Okay, so they step down, and then the guy steps there. So if... How are we going to get all these other people to move, though? So he steps. We want him to go first, and then we want everybody else to, like, sort of follow after. Right? So then we sort of say, like, here. But wait, will it ever come out of this? He'll only get stuck in that. So we say that if to the right of you is nothing. Oh shit, hang on a second. Oh yeah, no, step right, else step down, and then we want to jump up to here and do this stuff, right? Oh, we can't really do that, though. We can't jump, like, from here into here without it, like, screwing up again. Or coming all the way down here. But we want to basically get into this block of code here. Unless... So that's just, like, for the first guy, though, right? So maybe we just have to change this. To the right of you, there's no worker. So it gets the, okay, so it doesn't like check back though, right? So we want to do it like this. No! Don't all step down! Wait a second. If, oh, so they, okay, because it's not there because they're stepping down. Oh, of course. Of course. Of course. Okay, where was this again? This was in here, right? Like so? Yeah. My Alexa's always spying on me. Seriously, it's crazy. It's nuts. Okay, so hang on a second. So this guy can go down, and then we want the person behind him to follow step as well, right? But he's gonna step down. Wait, no, we should be able to do this. So if there's not a worker, step down and then go through the other steps as well. But we have to get them to step over one as well, right? We can't get him to step over one because he'll fall into the hole. So actually we want to say like... Oh no, that will work though. So we do it like this. No. Hang on a second. So we pick up, we step down, and then everybody's on this line. And then if there's nothing to the side, you step to the side. But that has to come like after, right? So if next... Oh god, this is weird. It's hard because we have to nest this in here somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Because we want them to be able to, after this guy's moved, we want this person to say, hey, there's a space here, I'm going to move here, and then do the same thing he's done, but get to like here. and then move up and drop, because we're gonna like snake them through here and get it done that way, right? But I just have to nest this somewhere first. So, but I think I have to nest this in here. Step down. We don't want this to step. That's. Oh, look. It's just stuck now. Hang on a second. So is this the original where the guy steps over to the side? Yeah, it is. Okay. So then how are we gonna check to see if that guy is left and then the other people can go like after him? It's gonna be something simple. Like it's not gonna it's just like another like nested if basically to get them to step over and then do the step down. We're gonna have to step over a couple of times though. We're gonna have to put like a jump in there.
If Sips plays 7 billion humans, step up on bridge, drop true, jump off. Jesse Christ kill me, I love you so much.
Dr. Shakla, thanks so much for the bits, I appreciate it. They can all do it at the same time, you don't have to go one at a time. They can all do it at the same time. Yeah, I know, well, it's fine for them to all do it at the same time, but they have to sort of follow this guy though, right? They have to go like in like a line and around, and then sort of make their way in here, stop, and then go up. Checking to see if there's a step up and drop. So I think this bit here is fine. It's just this bit in here. When this guy steps down, this check is oh, they should go through that. It's weird, right? Oh, but they do. They'll step down. Or will they? So the right of you is not a worker. Ah, no, they won't because the jump is in here. So we want like that. What the fuck? Okay. So that works for this one guy, but not the others. So what's actually happening with this person? It just skips through. So there's nothing. There's no jump to get them through. So we can just put a jump here that comes back up to the top. That just does the same thing. Because they step down, right? Oh, what have I done? Oh, what have I done? I'm lost here. I'm so lost. Holy crap. I'm so lost. Oh god, I've messed the whole thing up. Let me start from... Fuck! Why am I playing this game? I hate it! Oh god, I hate it! Why am I playing this game? Fuck me! Okay, hang on a second. Right. So if to the right of you there isn't a worker, I want you to step down, right? That's what we had. Step down. And then to the left. So we can... we can keep doing that. So they'll step down. But if to the bottom of you... Oh, hang on a second. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's steps to the right, and then it'll check again, right? So if it isn't a worker, I'll step to the right, and then we go here if to the left view equals... Oh wait, hang on a second. No, that's not going to work, because they're all going to hit it, right? So eventually, once this moves along one, this person at the back is going to have something to the left of them that is nothing. And then they're going to get stuck in that too, right? So it's only people that are down. So if below you is a wall, right? And to the left of you is nothing, then we want you to step that way, right? Else, we want you to step up and... Oh, wait, hang on a second. Step up and drop. Wait, that's not gonna... Oh, hang on a second. And... we could check diagonals, and diagonal to you is a worker. Then step up, drop, and end. No! How could you? Hang on a second. They should be looping back around to check to the right and then move down and then to the right. They should move down, right? If there's nothing there, it should loop back up and down. So hang on a second. Why is this person going like... So they pick up. So if there isn't a worker to the right of you, step down. So that guy steps down. Okay. And now it's going in here to see if below you is a wall. No, otherwise... Oh, and step up. I see. And drop. Okay, so we have to, like, nest this in here. Like that.
You're doing great, Dad!
Nope.
Sips. Buddy. Pal. Go play club golf 19 before you give yourself an aneurysm. I got
What?
married last week and mentioned you in my speech.
Did you?
Mod me, bitch. Less
All right.
than 4. Jesus Christ be praised.
Thanks, lovers slots. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. If below you is a wall, smash your head against it. Yeah, right, eh? So if below you is a wall and the right of you is nothing, and there's a worker, oh, I see. It's gonna try to step. So we can't nest this here at all, actually. Can't nest it here. We have to put it here, but then it doesn't work, right? So where are we up to with this? We step down and to the right. And everybody else steps to the right until they check. So step to the right, and then in here, if below you... Wait, hang on a second. We need to get this guy to start stepping over to the left, though, right? Oh wait. Oh no, we can't use the give to command. We can't like just pass it along or anything either. We have to get these people to pick it up and then move, right? That's the only way we can do it. Hey Shed, what's up? How you doing? You'd be much worse? I don't think so, Shed. I think you're probably gonna be better at this than me. I love and hate games like this. I don't know if you agree with that. Like, I like the idea of games like this, but then when I play them, I find them tremendously frustrating. Holy shit, they're so frustrating. But super satisfying when you get them. And it's always something simple, right? Like, most of these, I think most of these you can solve in, like, 10 lines or less. It's just finding, like, the right logic to do it like that, right? If no box diagonal left, then pick up and pass along. We can't pass along. We don't have the pass along check thing. So we want to say, so everybody comes down here. Everybody picks up their box, right? And then we want to get everybody to go down this way, right? So they need to step down, otherwise they step to the right. And then after they've stepped down, then we say if to the right of you is this will be another loop in here. If to the right of you is nothing, we want you to step over, right? Otherwise, we want you to, oh wait, if to the right of you is nothing, we want you to step over until you, I wish there was a way that we could drop. Oh, why does he get stuck here again? So he comes down here, and then he steps down. Oh, it's because I didn't put this loop in, right? I didn't put this jump. What the hell are you people doing? We got like 3 of them. I don't know why some of them are going like early. So hang on. So this person tries to go to the right, goes to the right. And then there's not a worker to the right, so she goes down, right? And to the right or to the left of her is nothing. She should step to the left. Oh, I see. So she goes into the else, and then she goes up and drops and ends. Because there is somebody to the right of her, to the left of her. This is like already too complicated, right? This is already too complicated. Because at the end of it, it's gonna be like, do it in 15 lines or less. Or even like 10 lines or less. So there's gotta be like a really simple way of doing it. And I've already made this like way too complicated, right? With the step down and the step to the right and stuff. Maybe we don't have to do it. But we can't do like, we can't do there's no sequence to the numbers either. They're just random. So there's no point in checking to see what the values are on them. And you can't drop directionally either. So they have to drop where they're standing. How can we get them to... How can we get them to just like swap places with their stuff? God, there's got to be a way, right? There's got to be like a really simple way of doing this. This music's perfect too. All we need now is like the floating like equations and like the symbols and stuff, and me going like... Oh, maybe, possibly. Whoa, Jesus. Queech, thanks for the 10 subs, man. Thanks for the gift of 10 community subs. Appreciate it. Click the dude and you can see what the special conditions are. I can click on the dude. What, this dude here? I can't click on any dude. It's probably because I'm in this. Hello again. Optional challenges. Complete in 11 or fewer seconds. Use 9 or fewer commands. Shortest known solution with greater than 50% success at time of release is 9 commands. So we're at 7 right now. So we're looking at something like this, right? So we definitely have to get them to pick up their boxes and then shuffle along and go into like into their new spots, right? We have to do that. There's no way to just like move them any other way. And we can't directionally drop, but we can directionally pick up. So he would have to start moving left, she would have to start moving right. And likewise, this guy would have to go, so this guy has to be here, she has to be there, he has to be here, she has to be there, and then these two have to swap as well. They have to swap places. So these 4 here have to sort of go, maybe we like split them or something? I don't know if splitting them into groups works either. Because they're still like in the same. I feel like having them sort of walk in a line down here and drop. But the only thing is that there's no way to really check. I mean, we could check diagonally to see if there's somebody standing there. There shouldn't be anyone there at first when he gets here. That should be free. And then we'll know that if there's somebody standing diagonally here, you can go up and drop. And likewise, but that's going to just be more commands, right? We'll never get it under the 9 if we're going into that much detail, right? No. The music is way too intense. Pick up, step down. If left is empty, step left. Otherwise, step down and then loop. Then another loop to move them across the bottom. Pick up, step down. If left is empty, step left. Nobody's going to step left though. Otherwise, step down. And the loop. So everybody's going to step down. And another loop to move them across the bottom. I think that's just going to move them all down to the bottom here. And then if they're all at the bottom, they're kind of stuck, right? There's gotta be an easier way to do it. I think they'll just all be at the bottom if I do what you just said. I think they'll just get to the bottom and then they won't be able to move or do anything from there. Huh. That's really strange, isn't it? The other one was like, kind of, at first it was a bit, after like thinking about it for a bit, it kind of made more sense. But this one is a bit, this one's a tough one. Because you constantly have to check like where your person is to make sure that they can go, right? So hang on, so if I check to the left, and there's nothing there, you want me to step down? I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't think it works. I don't think it'll work. We definitely want them to pick everything up, right? And then we want them to, well, maybe we don't need to step down straight away. So they all step down because there's... Once the first guy... Oh, that's interesting, though, because once the first guy moves, then the second person can see that, but that's because it'll have looped around, like, 2 times since. So it'll be watching to see. So, for that guy, we want him to go first, yeah, and then the rest of them, we want them to do something else. So for the first guy, if we're going down that way, we do want that to happen. But then the rest of them, we don't want them to check to see if there's nothing to the right of them. And step right. So if there's nothing to the right of them, okay, hang on. So that's... Okay. So, if there's nothing to the right of them and the hole is diagonally, then step down. Otherwise, we want you to... step right. Stop stepping right. So... Oh, it's because it's the else, right? And it's just gonna keep checking. So we can't put that there. We can't put that in the else. We want you to step down, and then we want you to step to the... We want everyone else to step to the right. Oh god, they're just gonna get stuck. How do I get them to step? How do I get the people still at the top to shuffle in one to the right and then do this check and then step down and then to the... See what I mean? Where do I put that step right so that these people step to the right and follow like the line? Because then if they can follow the line, we can check to see where this guy stops. Because we could just check to the left to see if there's a worker. This guy will stop at the left when there's a hole, and then they should all be in line, and then they can just drop one by one when they're in position, sort of thing. Where does the step right go, though? Okay, so he's there, and then he steps to the left. And then we want this to, like, keep going, right? And then we just say else drop and end. So that's this guy. So again, we've managed to do it for one person, but not the rest of them. So if to the right is nothing, so that should be fine. If they all get into there, that should be fine. We just have to get them to step right and then get into this code here, right? So we just have to have a step right.
I just
somewhere.
found out the fire has ruined the entire flat. Water damage.
No way.
We're going to have to live with my mother-in-law for months while they make repairs. Hopefully we'll be able to salvage some of the things in there, but who knows how much. Feels bad, man.
Tuka Master, that sucks. I hope you have insurance. Fuck, that's crazy. My god. That's so risky, isn't it, when you live like in an apartment? I lived in an apartment one time, and the apartment above me, their washing machine was leaking, and it leaked through into our kitchen ceiling, and it damaged up all the kitchen ceiling. It was all waterlogged and gross and stuff, and it's annoying because it's not your fault, it's their fault, but nobody wants to claim responsibility for it. Nobody wants to pay for anything. It's a total mess, isn't it? That sucks, man. I hope, and also living with your mother. Do you have kids and you have to live with your mother-in-law, or is it just you and your wife? No. pick up. If there's a hole to the right, step down and move left. If wall worker left, step up and drop. Oh my god. I need to just know where to put this step right. It's got to be in here somewhere, right? So if to the right there's nothing, and diagonally there's a hole, we want you to step down. So that's after. So that works for this guy. He gets there straight away, and then everybody else needs to step right, but not him. He can't step right. So maybe we just cheat a bit. How do we look at the value of his data cube? If this guy is holding a data cube with the number and does that work? That doesn't work, does it? It can't work, right? I don't think it works. We tried. Where can this step right go? Because of course we don't want this guy to step right. Ever, right? We don't want him to step right. Unless we put it in the else. I'm sure we've tried this before and it didn't work. No, yeah. It just turns into a mess. Everybody just starts dropping shit wherever. Because there's no check for this, right? So step right. So we want to say that like else step right. Hang on a second. It was you, right, that fucked up. So hang on. So she steps to the right. So then we check to see. And then we step down. And if to the left is nothing, but there is something, then she goes through here and she drops and ends. So it's happening like too soon. That check is happening too soon because the guy's there. So if to the left is a worker, so we almost have to get her to like stop for like a cycle and wait until he's moved along. But how do we do that? Maybe this isn't the way to do it, because we're relying on this logic is relying on this guy being in place and having dropped his cube for her to then go down and walk over. But there's not, you can't really program it that way. You can't like wait for one guy to like completely finish. They all have to like work the same time. I feel like we're kind of close though. I feel like we're a little bit closer. So we can get them to step along, step down. I think it's just the check to the left here. So if to the left is nothing, or if to the
Chips,
left
you need
is,
two separate loops.
worker.
First loop is check diagonal right equals a hole, then step right.
What? Gaz, thanks so much for the donation. I can't follow you. My brain is just like not there. Even when people type stuff in chat, it's you might as well like type it out in fucking Swahili. Like I can't concentrate on what you're saying. I'm so sorry, but thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. I'm like balls deep. my head is balls deep in this problem. I'm trying to solve it. I'm trying to think of it. I can't take any constructive criticism or tips or anything. I can't think about it. I'm in the zone. I'm like fully in the zone. So hang on. So the problem is that when she checks to the left, there's the guy. The guy is there, right? So we want to say like, if there's nothing, or if there's a worker, step to the left. But we don't really want to step to the left if there's a worker, because at the end of the line there's going to be a worker, and then she's going to step to the left and push him in. She's going to push him in, right? And then eventually we need to get her to drop. So if there's nothing, So she's not gonna do it. And then this else is gonna fire off. Wait, this else is gonna fire off, which is drops and ends, right? When there's a guy to the left of her. That's her journey. We can see this again. See, look, she steps to the right. She'll step down, and then she'll look to the left of her, but there's nothing. There's a guy. You see. No. If only that 44 got there. We're so close. We're so close. It's just the second one. So he moves. I see. Her going up creates a space for them to all then follow the logic. So it's just her. Because she's too close. There's no way to make her stop, right? They can step diagonally though, right? Go make them drop the cubes on that plant. I have too many loops inside loops and stuff. Break it up into individual tasks. Fucking diagonals. What if they walk diagonally though? That could work, right? Let's see. Oh! What? Okay, I don't know how that made a difference. I don't know how that made a difference. Putting that into the else, but it gave us the space that we needed, apparently. Haha, whoops. I mean, good job. Okay, we used 15 commands, and our average time was 16 seconds. Does anyone else know what happened? You have no idea how that worked. No, me neither. I missed it. I missed it too. First try. That confused me as well. I don't get it. So I put an if in this else where they were stepping, and none of them even did this diagonal step either. So let's just see. Hang on a second. So this woman, she'll go to the right. Yeah. And then she should go down here. She'll go down. So she goes down. She checks to the left to see if there's nothing. Okay. I guess maybe putting the if makes them wait just a little bit longer before they take the step, which gives the space or something? I don't know. I don't get it. They think the else is redundant. I guess, yeah, I know it is. I think this whole thing is, like... I guess it's just like a cycle thing? Oh well, I don't know. Reverse line anyway is done. Big data. Else gives the other person time to move. Right. Because they have, because it has to go through the command. It takes time to check the commands. So it gives that person that extra fraction of a second to move. This one is easy, is it? Okay, I hope so. Warzone Vincent, thanks for the donation. I have a good one for you to ease your mind. A famous Spanish magician stepped on stage to do his famous disappearing act. He held up his hand and quieted the crowd. He then said, "Uno, dos," and then he disappeared without a trace. Thanks very much, Warzone Vincent. That's great. All these years I've evaluated many workers just like you, but they have also been evaluating me, and the ratings are in. On a scale from 0, actively hostile, to 99, a flawless specimen of managerial excellence, how would you rate me? Well, now we know. I'll just print out these evaluations here and we'll see how I did. Workers, please take my evaluation data cubes from the printers. But if you pick up a number less than 50, let's just toss it in a shredder and go print another one. All workers must hold numbers 50 or higher. Yes, I'm doing great. The data supports it. Alright, so all workers must hold a data cube of the value 50 or bigger. Pro tip for management. You can now use your if command to query the thing that you're holding. Okay, that's nice. Alright, great. So let's start by stepping down, I guess. And then if direction below you is a item, a printer, then we want you to take from down here. Else, we would like you to hang on a second. So we jump back up here, right? I'm already holding something. I'm already holding something. Okay, and then so okay, so if you take from that, that's fine. So if your item is greater than or equal to 50, then we want you to step to the right, and then we want you to kill yourself. No, we don't want you to kill yourself. We want you to, you need to be holding 50, right? Okay, so else we would like you to step to the left and give this to the shredder, and then we would like you to step to the right. Try again. I did it. I did the whole thing. Yes, this solution appears acceptable. I'm sure having such a highly reviewed manager has been an inspiration to you all. You're 21. Oh, good. We got the speed test. Look, we did it in 26 seconds, but we used 10 commands. Done. Big data. Done. Did I get that in one go? Yeah, I did. Am I ever gonna play more Fallout 4 in New Vegas? I'm sure I will at some point. Yeah, probably. Just use end and they'll get out of the way. Will they? What if they step to the left and then, or to the right and then end? That was fun like that, right? I love you, Vicarious123. You know what? I don't know you, but I love you too. Number Royale. All right, we're cooking with gas now, baby. Roll, roll, roll. Where will they land? Nobody knows. When you press the play button, the data cubes will each land on a random number. Only the worker with the highest number may remain. Alright. So hang on. So when we press play, all workers must pick up the data cube directly in front of them. Only the worker or workers with the highest data cube may remain. All other workers must dive with their cubes into the disposable hole. Tip for management: want to compare something you're holding with something your neighbor is holding? Just use your if command to compare my item with whichever tile your neighbor is standing on. Your workers are smart enough to know you want to compare their items. Okay. So, first thing we want to do is we want to pick up the cube, right? And then we would like to put an if here to say if my item is less than command to compare my item with whichever tile your neighbor is standing on. Okay, so let's try like this direction then. Okay, so then we want you to step down 3 times. Okay, good. Okay, so that's that, and then we want to jump like this as well. Okay, so then we want to make sure that if the direction to your left is nothing, then step to the left. We gotta get everybody stepping back here, right? Whoops. So this should work now, right? I did it! Okay, we did it in 7 commands, and we did it faster than the target of 11 seconds. Good. Number Royale complete! That was the second try, guys. That was the second try. Okay, number Royale done. Sorting hall. Oh man. Okay, don't be alarmed. Let's not make any sudden movements or step out of line. We're being evaluated. I need you to calmly sort the line of cubes from smallest on the left to biggest on the right. Yes, I remember when problems like this used to be difficult when there was only one person working on it, but now we got teamwork. We have to arrange the data cubes in order from the smallest on the left to the biggest on the right. The data cubes can stay in your workers' hands. No need to set them down again. Okay, tip for management. If 2 workers are both trying to walk to the other one's tile, they will swap positions. Right, okay, and then presumably if they walk into this thing, it kills them or something? I don't know what these like spinny barrel-y things are. Okay, so we want everybody to initially pick up their data cubes, right? They don't have to put them down or anything. And then we want to check to see. So if your item is less than the item to the right of you, then we want you to step left. Then jump back. Oh, weird. They're not like swapping places like it said that they would. Didn't it say that they were gonna swap places if they're trying to like walk into each other? If two workers are both trying to walk to the other one's tiles, they will swap positions. Oh, right. So the other ones have to be walking as well. So we want to say like if that is so, otherwise then we want you to step to the right. Here they come. Okay, hang on. So the 8 is stuck there because we're checking to the right. So we say, or my item is less than the one on the left direction left. Oh wait, that's not gonna work though, is it? They're all trying to go left now. So this worked a little bit, but not completely because they're less than. So we have to do checks in between here as well. Okay, great. So we have to do checks in between here as well. Okay, so if his item is less than the one to the right of him, we want him to step left. Otherwise, step to the right. But we also need to check to see if, wait, do we need to check to see it? So we pick up the cube, they're holding the cube. Okay, so this person checks to see the value on the right. It's less than, so he steps to the left, right? And then he's got no one on the right, so he steps back to the right. But then he checks on the right again, and they swap places, and they swap places, and these guys all swap places. So the 65 is going up the line to where it needs to go. It should get stuck here, but then it's going to try to go this way. Okay, so that kind of worked a little bit, except that the 29 and 36, and there's 57 here as well. So what happened to this 57? Okay, let's watch and see what happens with this, like, 83 here. Okay, so it checks the right. We don't want them to step to the right again, though, right? So we want to put like another if in here to say like if my item is less than the one on the left, but that's just the same thing, isn't it? Except now it's not working. That's the exact same thing, right? As that. So now they're moving to the right. So some of them come down the line. So with this 19 here, for whatever reason. Yeah. No, I mean. Okay, so stepping, so he's just stuck here. So he's constantly checking to the right to see if his is. Wait, that doesn't make sense though. His item, the one on the right of him, is a 1, and he's a 19, and so, but he's trying to step left? Or is it because he's stuck in a previous command of stepping left? I don't understand that. If two workers are both trying to walk to one another's tile, they will swap positions.